Hey everybody! Yep, it's me. I can't get good light, and there's a reason for that. It's because the only computer we have right now is my laptop, and it is chained, imprisoned by extraneous cords being put to it, like it's on life support, because it's allowing our Vonage phone system to go through the computer so we can talk to people. And so I can't unhook it, or Steve has to reset everything up. So today we're expecting not our big shipment, everything, our furniture and stuff, because we don't want that yet because we're not in our permanent residence or our semi-permanent residence, at least our residence for a few years. And so we don't get that until we move. But all the other things came. When we went in the other day, they said, "Your stuff's here. Would you like to have it?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, sure." I don't even know what's in those three big, massive, 150-pound each boxes, but something I thought was really important and I needed to have sooner than later. I'm guessing I don't even know. I'm not even sure. But anyway, so I won't guess. I'm hoping it's like all my spices, because spices over here are pricey, and there's no cumin. I cannot find any cumin, and that's making me a little nuts. But anyway, I haven't had a chance to make any lentils, but today I do know what's in that box. My pressure cookers are in those boxes. I cannot wait to see my pressure cookers again. Oh, joy of joys, my pressure cookers. And what else things in my, oh, some more clothes and shoes, but pretty much I'm pretty much good to go on that. Um, let's see what else is in that box. Got, uh, maybe the scale, but that's a whole nother issue. Um, if it's not, it's fine. I think that I will go without until the real box comes with the scale in it. I think now that I've got some schedule down and I have time to, and I've got a fridge full. I don't know if you're like me, but there's certain things that make you feel like you've landed, like you're at home, like your comfort zone is raised, like you've nested. And for me, there's something about having groceries in the house. I know it's a food related issue, but for me in particular, it's about having veggies in my house, fresh, whole veggies. Um, I could care less if we had frozen chunks of meat in the freezer, although I do have those for my husband. Um, if I have fresh vegetables, it's almost like the whole world of possibilities opens up to me. It's like money in the bank to have food in the pantry. That's the way I feel about it. It allows me to make good decisions and feel healthy every day. This morning for breakfast, I had a little Greek yogurt. I did find one thing of faya. It wasn't too pricey. It was £2 38 for the short one. But then we were at the commissary, and the man said, "Oh, I found that Greek yogurt for you, ma'am," and it wasn't Faya. It was some other brand, and he was so nice to go find me these little ones, which I really don't want little packages. I want the big thing. And but I took them, and I said, I didn't even look to see if they were fat free. No, they're not fat free, and they're much thinner, runnier. Um, so I took one and stirred it into my Faya. So that's not completely fat free, but it cut the fat content quite a bit, at least in half. You know, you look at it that way. So anyway, today I have enjoyed a quiet morning. Steve went to work. He's back now. Um, we went out to base to get my ID card done, and we're back waiting for the movers to come and bring our three ginormous boxes and see what's in them. I want to show you something else. We went out front when I got home, and I said, I just love the one thing about England is it's green and it's lush, and flowers bloom everywhere. Even the weeds in your grass are more beautiful than what we're used to at home. Um, they're just the sweetest. And poppies grow here. I never would have known poppies grew in England. I always think of them as being California, kind of hot and dry, because you can't grow poppies well in Virginia because the soil's too moist and it doesn't drain, and then they just croak off. They just don't do well in Virginia. But poppies come up in the cracks in the asphalt. I've never seen anything like it. So, hold on, I want to show you what I picked out of my front yard. Here I am, I'm back. Look what I picked in my yard, and these are basically things that are just growing in disarray, except the roses, a pretty little rose bush in the front yard. It's very small. Um, this is something you see in flower arrangements at home, just a running vine. There was one sprig of this. This is Sweet William, is the name of this. And I don't. This is like in a big mob at the front door of my house. I'm not sure what it is yet. I know it's not plumbago, but I feel like it looks similar in flower to what they call the money plant. So I don't know if these turn into those white papery discs. I'll know it's money plant. And until I have time to go get a flower book, which I told Steve today, I said I need Flowers of England and Birds of England, and I'll be good to go. Okay, there's that. Aren't these pretty? Just in my own yard. And I wanted to show you what I bought yesterday. Is this not too cute? This was at the hardware store. These are great little pillows. They were about whatever, £6.99 They were £6.99, so 7 pounds, which makes them what, like 11 bucks, 12 bucks, something like that. Yeah, I bought two of these for our new house because at Marshall's we got this really cool lamp that has like a shade in browns and darks and like a bronzy looking lamp that's got like London stuff all over it, over the shade. And then this is the other thing I got yesterday. I thought I'd show you these. Of course, I bought a lot of fresh produce, some beautiful, beautiful creamy white cauliflower. I can't wait to cook. That was like 97 pence, and that was the best deal I've seen so far. These raspberries are in full season. They are delicious, and the strawberries are like, if you haven't eaten an English berry, you know, the ones we get from California are like this big, and they're not always sweet. Let's face it, they're rarely sweet by the time we see them on the East Coast. But even in Virginia, you can go strawberry picking, and they're wonderful, but they do not taste like this. So that and some really interesting mushrooms that I bought called chestnut mushrooms, which are very common in the UK and common in Europe, apparently. It's like a white button mushroom that we have, except it's brown, and it has much more of an earthy taste, more like a porcini or those big ones, you know, you eat instead of like a meat substitute. So, and they weren't expensive either. I got those at Aldi's of all places. I saw the Aldi's. It was wonderful. What else is new and interesting and exciting? Well, I had a meeting where they kind of brief you on a few things, and one of the things the lady shared with me was go to the store and get a thing called dishwasher salt for the dishwasher. I never heard of such a thing. And they have a special place that you pour into this cup and close it up in your dishwasher. If not, she says, because the water is so hard here, and one washing your glasses will be white with deposits. I mean, I guess it's lime. So we bought some salts, and I went to use them this morning, and I looked at the box, and I went, it's all in German. I don't know what this says. Where's Chris when I need her, or Jill? Um, but I think we figured it out. That's running right now. And the other thing she said was get some borax, because if you don't put borax in every load you do, your clothes will be gray. So we bought borax and dishwasher salt this week. So that's exciting. Oh, and I found a craft store yesterday. Let me show you what I got. I'm coming. What? Oh, I'm talking to my friends. We also have a water softener. You need a water softener here. Okay. Now, they have a craft store. I don't know if it's called Hobby Lobby. It's not Hobby Lobby, but it's something like that. And they had these marked down. It's like, you know those boiled wool or those recycled wool things that are kind of been popular? It's a little more refined than that, but it feels really, really soft. It doesn't look all that fancy here, but then you buy these, and it's felt, and you iron it on. Can't you just see that? Wait, let me come to this side. You would iron it on, and I'd have a little gray, you know, purse with the black silhouette birds on it. And I was thinking about taking black thread and doing the like blanket stitch, you know, or the edging stitch that people do around the end of things. I think it would be really pretty done here and all along the edge there. Then I also got, even cheaper, for this a little tiny, I think you could call it a clutch, but I'm going to put my glasses in it, my sunglasses in it, because it's nice and big. And I couldn't resist. I got this to iron on that. So my little black thing will have this pretty little birdie on it. And I'll do something with that too. Isn't that fun? So that's what I did yesterday, and we had fun looking around, and we bought a couple of chairs to put on in the conservatory because there's nothing out there to sit on. And we're going to be here a month. I think most of this housing goes to people that are here a couple of weeks, but we're here longer because we wanted a certain house, and we were willing to come and stay and wait for that house rather than just move into whatever was open. So first part of August we'll be in our house. But Steve talked to somebody today and said, well, you know, we don't usually have furniture in there for people that are only there 2 weeks. But I do have a house where nobody's in, and we can take the furniture off of that. So we're going to get some furniture on there. Woohoo! So I'll be able to sit out and take you with me into the conservatory with Colonel Mustard and the candlestick, and we'll all be good. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to bore you with today. We're waiting for the movers. Reflections, reflections. I must say, I thought I was going to dread an English bathroom, but after 2 days, I think it's better. Let me tell you why an English bathroom's better. For one thing, they have these odd sinks, and I'll show them to you later. But they come out, and first you can't wash your face very well because you feel like water's going to splash everywhere, and there's not like a, I don't know, it's very odd. It's like there's a pedestal, but they built something sort of two ways around, two sides around it, but not in the front of it, so it's not a drop-in sink. Um, that's fine. But they have mirrors that you open above. So you see your mirror in front of you. You can open this beautiful medicine cabinet. It's got room for all my makeup. But then there's mirrors all on the inside too. So you've got it open and you can just like take your makeup and do this and look at there and you can see the back of your head and the other one. It's a great idea. And then the toilet. The water is lower than even the worst low toilet water you've ever seen in your, if you live where I live, you got a newer house, you got really low toilet water. The lowest toilet water I've ever seen. I mean, ridiculous. I have to clean the toilet every time. Anyway, too much information. But they have that built into the wall too, so you don't see the toilet tank. You just see the commode part. You don't see the back. And you pick up a piece of wood to do the works inside the back of the tank. Well, what's good about that is, you know how hard it is to get behind and clean behind a toilet? It is a pain to get down there on the floor and clean behind a toilet and clean all the feet. This way, you don't have any of that behind. It's really just a little bit of it sits out in front of the wall. But it works for me. And I had a bath today. Oh, did that feel good. Their bathtubs are deeper, and they have a narrower, step over. It's not as wide. Like we could sit on the edge of ours. This is pretty narrow, and it just feels, oh, it fills up great. It's more narrow in the bottom too, but I didn't have a problem with that, thank goodness. But it's much higher, and it was just an awesome soaking experience this morning. So that's it. That's it from England right now. Everything's wonderful. Tomorrow I am going to walk to town and maybe figure out how to take the bus back. It's only 2 miles. Because if I have a lot of groceries from the farmer's market, which I guess I really don't need because I've got a fridge full of vegetables right now, but if they have kale and beets, I'm buying some. And I will just either walk the 2 miles home, which I could do, or I'm going to figure out how to take the bus. That's exciting. That's a new adventure too. And then in the afternoon, I'm supposed to go over and help some of the ladies decorate the conservatory of the top man, who's hosting a big shindig this weekend. It's a yearly event. The top person on the base, I guess, or whatever I don't even know what his position is. But anyway, he's hosting a thing for locals and everybody. So it's the meet and thank you to all the, the British Anglo relations, the British American relations, whatever. So I'm excited to get to go over and help do the lady stuff. And then that's Saturday. We're going to go to that. And I think that's it. And I went on base today to get my ID, and we went into the travel office and picked up some stuff about the outdoor rec office too. And I can go to the theater in London, take a bus in on a Friday and see Mamma Mia, like July 6th. And they take you in on the bus from here, they take you to the theater, you spend a few hours wandering around in London, then you go to the theater, then you get on the bus and you come home. I'm thinking about doing it. If not Mamma Mia, then I'm going to go see either Les Mis or Wicked. I definitely want to see Wicked, and that's in September. They have all kinds of outdoor activities. There's going to be a canoe trip in July, and there's a rock climbing adventure, which I know I'm not good for, but there's also one where we're walking on the beach in Devon, the Devon beaches. I'm looking forward to that. I'm getting on that bus no matter what. So these things are not expensive for me to participate in. They're in the middle of the week. Steve can't go, and I am going for it. I am going for it. So you guys, I'm gonna let you go. I've talked long enough. I'm posting lots of pictures on Facebook, so if you want to see them, just go to Sally Curtis Wimberly on Facebook, and you can look at my albums. They're open to the public. And if you want me to friend you, please tell me that you know me from YouTube. That's all you have to do is send me a note that says you know me from YouTube, and I will go and let you in. You guys don't, you should know by now how many requests we all get. And there's the number of people in the community just gets bigger and bigger every minute. So it's not that I want to leave anybody out, but if I fill it up to overflowing, then I never see anybody actually do know. And I already am at that point. But if you know me from YouTube, just let me know. I will. You're welcome. So anyway, I'm going to post some pictures today too, more pictures. I will see you guys soon.